Third down and 7. Cousins takes another hit, nearly intercepted and incomplete. That time it was Kalijah Cansey, the first-round pick out of Pittsburgh. Third and 6. Pressure's coming. Cousins is decked. The ball is out, and the Buccaneers have it. Antoine Winfield Jr. comes away with it.
Third down and 19. Fields over the middle. Claypool couldn't hang on. It's intercepted. 2 games, 2 picks for the rookie, Christian Izien.
He doesn't get it. And the Eagles turn it over on downs.
From their own 44. The blitz is on. Carr has a moment here. And they're going to get to him. Sacked.
A lot of pressure there, and they pick it up initially, but a lot of deep routes. Really none of those routes.
They move momentum.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. We vote with you as the fullback carries to dig it out. The ball's loose on the back. Prentice lost the football, and on the field, it's a takeaway, and they're ruling it in favor of Tampa Bay. It looked like Antoine Winfield came out of there with it.
See him come running through here. Watch for this angle right here is not going to show it. Oh, yeah, there we go. And he's off. Those knees are both off the ground, and that ball comes loose. Looks pretty clear. See that ball get punched out.
And it was Winfield who pulled it out, and Winfield who fought off his own teammate to recover it.
But these guys, that's what they do all week long, right? Like those defensive players say, hey, that ball is ours. But just that little detail in the technique. As you come in to make that tackle, go ahead and get that peanut punch. You see everything off the ground right there when that ball comes loose.
An exchange. On first down, Kamara being chased by Barrett and knocked down coming. That's Antoine Winfield from his safety spot from midfield on 3rd and 16. Just the 4-man rush. Carr airing it out deep. Olave is back there. Knocked away in the end zone. What a play from Winfield. Antoine Winfield is everywhere today. On 3rd and goal. Low snap handled. Ritter's throw. Knocked away in the end zone. Drake London was the target. And Antoine Winfield. Ritter keeps. Desmond Ritter. Can he get 2 today? Into the end zone. It's a touchback fumble, no touchdown.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Winfield never giving up, and that ball is loose before it crosses the goal line.
Start with Cook in the backfield, play action, tipped in the air, and Tampa Bay thinks they'd have come up with it. Meanwhile, coming in was Antoine Winfield forcing it. Cook, that didn't fool anybody. Takes a couple of steps. Winfield is right there in the backfield.
Andrew Beck was the closest receiver to the football. 3rd and 10. Stroud. There's the poise, and the throw is on time. The ball gets away. Schultz coughs it up. The Buccaneers have it. Tampa Bay forces a turnover on the first series. It's Antoine Winfield Jr. +9 turnover differential. The Buccaneers do it again. The punch out from Levante David.
Devin White tried first, didn't get it. Levante David did, as you noted. Antoine Winfield gets on the ball after D. Delaney goes over the top of it. But this is the second game in a row for Houston. After a good gain on a catch, Andrew Beck last week against Carolina, Dalton Schultz here this week, that they cough up the football and turn it over to the opposing team.
2nd and 10, 6.5 to play. Levis hit as he throws. It's up for grabs, and it's picked off. Antoine Winfield Jr. on the return with blockers ahead, and Winfield is tackled at the 42.
And it's really the stunt. This is Watts coming off the edge.
Marquise Watts coming off the edge to get the pressure, but it's a stunt game. It's one where the defensive end goes outside, defensive tackle comes inside and is able to free him up to get the pressure.
So the 49ers take over, leading by 2 touchdowns at their own 12. And toss it to McCaffrey. Winfield coming up there with Diaby to drop him for a loss of a couple.
When he's at his best.
Almost surreal to see him watching this game up from a luxury box. Minshew's pass, that one is, was it picked? Looks like they're going to rule it incomplete.
They need the draft capital that they don't have to invest in the offensive line.
Feel it in motion. They give it to Sanders. Nothing's there. Stopped by Diaby and a whole host of other Buccaneers. Antoine Winfield was there as well. Sullivan, the tight end, went in motion on 3rd down and long. Young stepping up. He's in trouble. Breaks away. Throws on the run. It is incomplete. Antoine Winfield had it. They were going for Thielen. It'll be 4th down.
Certainly could run the ball.
On 3rd down, Young looking to throw. Young, pockets collapsing, and he's going to be sacked.
They were glued onto the Carolina Panthers receivers.
If we freeze it again at the top of the routes, I mean, just look right here. There is zero separation and nowhere to go. He's in the pocket. The offensive line did a decent job there.
Thielen was in motion. Young steps up, throws on the run for Chark, incomplete.
Desmond Ritter and company take over, working from their own 8-yard line. Ritter feels the pocket, football's loose in the end zone. And this is going to be a safety. Antoine Winfield coming around the blind side. And Ritter never felt him coming.
Getting a 3rd down conversion.
See if they go Steve Stricker here. 1st and 10. Love. And that pass on the field is for now ruled a fumble. Looked like an incomplete pass.
2 feet and a football move. Catch, 1, 2. Well, maybe. It's close.
Well, multiple times we've seen that pressure where they drop out the edge and bring the 2 inside linebackers. That time able to pick it up and allow Lawrence to get the ball off.
2nd down and 5. Going deep and intercepted on the play. Winfield caught it. Scoops it up. A 2nd interception thrown by quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Another giveaway. And the Buccaneers will take over.
You got the safeties wide. It's a cover 2 look on the back end. I think this is a miscommunication with Ingram. I think he thinks that Ingram is going to take the middle of the field. Watch the 2 safeties. They're going to get width. You got Ingram going down the middle, but he kind of breaks it off and rounds it at the top of the route. Based on where this throw is made, it looks like he's thinking he's going to go. He's thinking Ingram's going to go.
Lost in his last 3 games. Coming back from concussion protocol this week. 3rd down and 2. Here comes White. And then it was Winfield who got him. On a sack. Losing 3. Back to the 19.
Well, Beathard spent 3 years out in San Francisco. This is his 3rd season here in Jacksonville.
Underneath they go on 2nd and 7. Ingram again has got the 1st down. Fumble on the play. Covered by Winfield.
Winfield again?
Yes, Winfield again.
There you go.
Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Jarred free. Nice hit there by Zion McCollum.
Sack, interception, fumble recovery. He's forced a bunch of fumbles this year.
Here we go.
3rd down and 4. Young under pressure, steps up. Oh, he got him. Wide open inside the 10, the 5, DJ Chark.
Oh, that might be a fumble.
It's ruled a touchdown. They say he crossed the plane.
Yeah, let's see if he's in. DJ Chark holding the ball very loosely. Oh, Kenny, I don't know.
3rd down and 5. Young under pressure. Down he goes. Back at the 35-yard line. Antoine Winfield celebrates.
The Buccaneers, all 11 guys within 5 yards of the ball. And a blitz. Here's their shot. Looked like the ball was tipped. And Antoine Winfield Jr. is there defending against Goddard.